Heading out to the airport to pick up the RV. Little maintenance project this afternoon. Camco sewer vent upgrade. Well, we're here at the RV, and let's step inside and give it a smell. Well, it is there. It definitely, without a doubt, it has still got an odor in here. You know, a 1 to 10, I'd give this a 3 to a 4. It just isn't right. It should be perfect in here, and even at a 3 or a 4, it just isn't getting it. So this same complaint is prevalent on a lot of YouTube videos and RV forums, and to correct this is just to get a vent cap on the roof of the unit that draws a lot more air out. This is the Cyclone RV holding tank vent, $24. Sadly, I have to go get another one. Up on the roof, discovered we have two. I thought we just had one. I don't know why. Not familiar with this system, and indeed there are two, and it's going to require two. So another run to the RV parts store. So here we are. We've got the majority of the material removed, and the cap doesn't say push to remove, it says pull to remove. Let's see what the mud daubers have done. Oh my goodness, look at that. Well, that definitely did create a big problem. No doubt about it. Look at that. This thing's got this thing completely sealed. Well, shame on me. Learned a little something here. Pull to remove the vent cap, but it doesn't say about removing the screw, which apparently I broke that. A little bit of glue. Could just recock this thing and call it good. Let's take a look at the other one. Here's the vent for our gray water. And as I had shown in the previous vent, that we definitely had the mud dauber nest, and this one is I'm afraid clogged just as much as the other one. Let me show you how to remove this without breaking it this time. It says pull to remove, but they don't mention you need to remove the Phillips head screw that's at the top of the cap. And the last one I snapped it. You guys heard that, I'm sure. So I'm going to unthread the screw, get that bad boy out of there, and it says pull to remove. Gently, I guess. Ah, there it goes. Holy smokes. At least I didn't break it this time, but that thing is full. Mud dauber city. Oh my goodness, I'm glad we don't have these here. You probably saw a piece of that go flying off. And now I've got some right here that I want to be really careful I don't drop it down inside. Holy smokes. Boy, oh boy. That's really in there. Quite a bit. Really. That thing is packed full. Let me go get some tools to try to get some of that out. Decided to go with the full install after taking this apart and discovering, of course, that the mud dauber had stopped it up. Simple maintenance probably would have been sufficient, but I've got the upgraded piece. I'm going to put it on. One of the criterias for install it or not for me was if it was going to clear the fantastic fan cover, which you need about 4.5 inches for it to spin. and I didn't want it to not turn, obviously. Kind of defeat the purpose of that Venturi effect, but anyway, it's going to go. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, there we go. Get under it. Be careful of the roof. Plastic part here. No potential to scrape the roof as long as you stay on that. And pull. Get under it with the putty knife. Might use a hammer to get under there. Again, be careful you don't damage your roof. Just go around and pull up the sealant, the old sealant, as carefully and quickly as we can. Okay, we are going to expose the Phillips head screw head. Start unthreading it. Okay, work our way around. Tap the putty knife in as far as you can and lift up from underneath. Get a little more leverage, and you can actually hear the sealer pulling away from the roof. There we go. There we go. All right. Beautiful. There we go. A lot of the cleanup's getting done too at the same time. Great. Let's go around it. Keep working. It'd take a heck of a whack to break that black pipe, so no worries there. Oh yeah, there she goes. She's lifting off. Come around with the putty knife again. It's starting to go. There we go. Excellent. Careful not to drop anything down into the pipe. We have 1.5 inches of pipe to work with. The Camco vent. Put the collar on first. Then the vent in place. Knowing that we have 1.5 inches to work with, I'll mark this with the tape and then put the 3 set screws in place. I'm going to hold this down a little bit and start driving this in a little. Go all the way through. There we go. Set it and don't over tighten it. Thread that in place. That gets all 3 of them installed. 1, 2, and 3. We can remove the tape. Remove the tape that held the collar up. And voila. Not bad. Still is not seated that great. That's okay. What I'll do is I'll notch that collar a little bit. A little bit different situation because of this big stack of silicone and the screws being a little high. Used a small round file and cut 3 grooves out of the collar, so when I set this down it'll fit over the screws, which are more at the base of the pipe and at the base of the vent assembly. All right, should work. There's the screws in place there, and on the back side. Let me set the camera back just a hair. Great rigidity, incredible. Fits nice and flat. This thing's great. This is really well made. We're here for the final step, the die-core lap sealant. We're going to apply that up on the roof, show you how it's done. As you guys would suspect, I'm a little nose happy on this project. And as I was climbing up on the left-hand side, I got up here, I thought, my goodness, what is that smell? Well, the smell is the gases coming out of the black tank vent, which is this one right here. And it's doing its thing. In fact, the wind is coming out of the south. Whew. Fill the holes first. That way you know for sure you haven't missed any of them. There we go. Then I'm going to come around, make a solid bead where the flange is going to sit. Keep the flange up with a piece of tape. Makes it a lot easier. It's not falling down on your work area. Kind of tucking it under. Seems like there's an extra piece of material here. Roofing material. Try to keep it fairly neat. Stuff is really easy to work with. Okay, got a nice even bead. We'll take the tape off. And we'll set the flange back down. See how well I lined up. Try to get it over the screws. See how I'm doing back here. There we go. That's better. Got it lined up nice. Oh yeah, nailed it. Good. On there perfectly. Try not to push down too hard. I don't want to squeeze it all out. Looks good. To get the prettiest results, don't touch it. Lay the bead out and let it do its thing. Wow, I kind of learned that the hard way. You start monkeying around with it, it really kind of gets it messed up looking. So the best thing is just to lay a bead and let it do its thing. I've never worked with this, and self-leveling it looks okay. It's, you know, not bad for a first attempt, but big thing is once you've set it, don't play with it. Easier said than done. There you go. That's as good as I can get it. Okay, it's been 24 hours since the install of the vents. Yeah, let's go in there and see if it's made a difference. Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, that's pretty good. Smell the motorhome, interior smells. Little bit of a smell of the plastic from the new mattress. It just smells normal. This is great.